B tells me a couple of things. One, these two teams are primed to win. You can't win unless you have experience. You have veteran guys who understand what it takes. It also tells me that tonight's game will be a fun one to watch. Basketball played at the highest level.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Jeff Green out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then it's James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz,
here we go.
Mitchell and Bogdanovich are out there on the wings. Then there's Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the power forward. Brown against Mitchell. Brown passes to Harris. There's the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Mike Conley.
When Joe Harris is looking to score the basketball, defenses can overcommit. They do there and commit the foul.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Boy, you think about the journey of Joe Harris, who was a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia in 2014. This guy was on the fringe of being an NBA player. In fact, his career was teetering on being out of the league. But then you get the chance to go to the Nets, work hard, and boy, has he come a long way.
That one misses. Doors, how about Joe Harris, a former three-point contest winner? You know, his shot and his quick release are his biggest assets.
Well, I think, B.A., he has a keen awareness that long-range shooting is one of the most valuable skills you can bring to the table. But don't get deceived. Even though Joe Harris is an efficient and knockdown three-point shooter, he's now balanced that with an ability to put it on the deck.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Utah. Brown passes to Green. Harden with it. And that comes off the assist by Green.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Now here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by James Harden. Here's Harris from outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now Gobert. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Harris with it. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Harden from outside. Can't get it to drop. And Utah the other way now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Green for 3. Utah with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On the wing, Mitchell. A shot from the high post. Rebounded by Green.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Harris. Outside Harden. Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Outside Mitchell, picked by Gobert. Mitchell drives in, and Mitchell with the slam. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Harris misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pass to Mitchell. From the top of the key. From the arc. Counted from distance. Mitchell's got 7.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Brown. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Utah leading. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Conley. Shoots over Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. James Harden picks one up.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players?
These players are super pumped. All the hard work in the offseason, working on improving your game, becoming better. You have a chance to show it right now, opening day. Of course, it's a long season, but the journey begins now.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Think about this, B.A. Watching Conley play over the years, it's still a crime that he's never been voted to an all-star team. I get that there are a lot of talented point guards in this league, but at some point, give the man his respect.
And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
Well, teams know how valuable Conley's been. Just look at his last Memphis contract, Grant. 5 years, $153 million respects.
Yeah, and that exactly proves my point. Now, at the time, it was the greatest contract by total value in NBA history.
One shot.
Yet the man doesn't play in one all-star game? How does that make sense?
The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 so far. A cold start. Here's Brown. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Johnson.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Utah's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Outside Mitchell. Now here's Conley. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago. Yep, count it.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
And the Nets call time here.
Well, you think about Mike Conley, number 4 overall pick back in 2007 coming out of Ohio State. We will always associate him with the 12 great years in Memphis. Then he gets traded to Utah, which on paper looks like the perfect fit.
Right wing. Here's Johnson. 8 points in his last timeout. Pass to Green. Kick out to Brown. 4 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. To the paint. Tipped. And here's Brown. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Green. And then just as Conley started to look comfortable in the Jazz offense, he suffered the hamstring injury. Doris, that put him back to square one.
Right, B.A. And to Conley's credit, he showed incredible resilience. Put everything he had into rehab, came back on a minutes restriction, and then all of a sudden it clicked. He started to play the way he had in Memphis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
You know, B.A., a guy who wore number 45 in college because of Michael Jordan, Mitchell has been doing his best MJ impression ever since he entered the league.
Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Well, obviously, it's hard to compare anyone to the GOAT. But one similarity is the way Mitchell can take over a game, Grant.
And I really love that about him. I mean, he can do it with drives, the 3-ball, and, of course, in transition. Now, once Mitchell gets on the roll, he's almost impossible to stop. He's been Utah's go-to scorer down the stretch ever since he put on the Jazz uniform.
Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Green with a screen on Gobert. Over to the wing. To the inside. Kick out to Brown. Over Mitchell. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Outside, Ingles. Pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. 6 to shoot. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
He got right into the flow of this game, hitting 5 of his first 7 shots.
Here's Johnson.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Green, a screen. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Green. Will it go? And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside Conley. Here's Gobert. Ingles finds Gobert. Outside Conley. Now Mitchell. Fires the 3. The shot misses. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Griffin. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Oh, I love the physicality that Griffin plays with. It takes more than some contact to throw him off his game.
Now Conley. He's got 5. Gobert. And he buries his first look.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Timeout called, the Nets.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
So the Nets making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Outside, Brown. Pass to Griffin. Over Favors. And too long on the shot.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Here's Clarkson. From outside, off the mark. Well, Brooklyn's shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Here's Johnson. Down low. And Clarkson gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, execute, move the basketball. Tyler Johnson really growing as a playmaker.
Pass to Niang. Outside Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, down by 12. Pass to Griffin. Here's Johnson. Back to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. And counted from 19 feet away. Utah has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Outside, Ingles drills it from deep. And the Jazz lead by 13.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Johnson. Outside, Brown. Shoots a fadeaway. Deflected. Clarkson outside. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Johnson. No good that time.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Clarkson. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Clarkson's got 5.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
Pass to Griffin. Going inside. Kick out to Brown. Here's Johnson. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Mitchell. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's Johnson. Gets the 3 to fall.
A three-point gunner in college, and Tyler Johnson displaying some of that capacity right here.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Jazz out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke to us about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And you know Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
That's so true, B.A. On top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively time and time again.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Blake Griffin. Then it's James Harden. And it's Luau Cabarrot in at the 2. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. So we'll see Jordan Clarkson go to the line here. James Harden picks one up. Boy, what you really appreciate about Clarkson, he is relentless trying to score the ball.
B.A., you are so right. I mean, he loves to drive it either direction. He can take it to the rack. Of course, he can pull up from mid-range. And he's got that toughness about him. Contact does not deter him one bit.
And that one misses. All right, Grant, you were the first rookie to ever lead All-Star fan balloting. That would have made you a team captain these days. So my question, who would be your first selection in the All-Star draft?
Well, back then, no question, it would have been the GOAT, Michael Jordan. But today, it would have been today's GOAT, LeBron James. He just has the ability, whether a regular season game, playoff game, or even in an all-star game, to elevate the play of everyone who's on his team. So no question, Captain Hill would pick LeBron James.
Such a front runner, Grant.
Hey, come on now, you can't blame me.
Here's Claxton, coming off a 16-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Conley against Harden. No good on the triple.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Gobert. Clarkson outside. Here's Conley. Sends it home from three-point land. Conley's gotten his third basket of the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Harden from outside. O'Neal pulls it in. And here are the Jazz. Good momentum. 8 straight points to the middle. Here's Clarkson. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Ingles. Here's Harden driving. Oh, throw it
Look
down.
out.
Can you say elevation? Just an all-star level talent. I mean, stopping Harden from scoring is almost an impossible task at times.
That's good from Harden. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Gobert. Clarkson outside. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Nets have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Claxton. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Nope, that doesn't drop. He's now 3 for 8 in the contest.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Clarkson up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Elam ending is a new concept that the NBA has tried out. Down the stretch, you turn off the clock and you play to a target score, much like a pickup game at the park. Chris Paul was the one who actually suggested trying it out in last year's All-Star game, and it was a rousing success. So we'll see how far it goes.
Great idea. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And Brooklyn shooting poorly at only 28%. Harris on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Outside Harden. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. And his 4th make of the day in 10 tries.
And that's just precision personified from Harden beyond the arc. I mean, he looks so comfortable shooting from out there.
Pass to Gobert. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. Jordan's checked in for Claxton. Conley against Harden. Conley passes to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. And another miss by Utah. The Nets have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Conley passes to Bogdanovich. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, in 1992, you were involved in one of the greatest basketball plays in college history. Still remember it so well. What do you think about when you remember that play?
Well, B.A., it really was an incredible moment in an incredible game. I think the first thing that comes to mind was how bad of a haircut I had. I mean, man, what was I thinking? I was only 19, but it shows and it pays to not be too trendy when you're young. But all seriousness, no, it's just remarkable. You know, we were so in the moment. We were trying to win against a great Kentucky team. I had the easy part, making the pass. Christian had to catch, gather, and score, and he did. And 30 years later, people still talk about it. And so I'm just so grateful to have been a part of something so magical and so special.
You guys practice that play?
Never. And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Well, Grant, the issue of load management became a big topic in the past few years. What's your take on the regular rest for a lot of big-time players?
Well, B.A., I'm a big believer in rest and recovery throughout the course of an 82-game season. I mean, it is such a long season. There's so much wear and tear, the travel, the pace of the season, the amount of games. So I'm all for that, although I think that sometimes we've gotten a little too far where we err on the side of too much rest and too much load management. So I hope the pendulum swings a little bit back where, yes, we emphasize it and we enforce it, but we don't go too far with it. I feel like it's not great for the game. It's not great for the fans. It's supposed to be hard. The season is not supposed to be easy. And so I'm a big fan of it, but we just have to be careful it doesn't get too far out of control.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. On the wing, Clarkson. Picked by Gobert. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Here's Layup. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 9. Here's Layup. Pass to Harden.
Oh, my goodness! That was nice.
A ridiculous slam!
Look at the lift and the finish. No, no, no. Did he just do that?
Hey, man, I think he's been practicing that one.
I'll tell you, that is a little bit of effort and a lot of work. How about the energy in this building off that play? Boy, what a year for Bojan Bogdanovich, signing with the Jazz for 4 years, $73 million. He becomes the highest-paid Croatian athlete ever.
Inside, and the lob disrupted. Not to be. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Layup. Green with the ball. Harden with it. 16 points for him. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14. For the game. And forever one of the premier shooters in this league, Bogdanovich has earned that big contract, Doris, by becoming an all-around threat.
There's no doubt about that, B.A. This guy's so much better at putting the ball on the deck and getting off the dribble drive. Now we also know he has the size to switch defensively. His awareness has improved. You love to see the work pay off.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Clarkson outside. The drive by Mitchell. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
Here's Griffin. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Griffin's got 6.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 16. He takes it in, and Mitchell with the slam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
And for the Nets, they're shooting 59% in this quarter. Terrific. Here's Johnson. He's got 6. Harris misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Favors. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Harden. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Well, Grant, we've seen these players take a bigger stand and have a bigger voice now in helping shape public policy, and you yourself have been a part of that. Talk about what that's meant to you and the importance of making your voice heard.
Yeah, B.A., it's been so important to me. I've tried to live my adult life, my public life, exercising the power of my voice. And as I look to today's players, they have taken that and run with it. With the advent of technology and social media, players in all sports and from all over the world understand the power of their voice and are willing to use that to speak out on all types of social issues. We saw that last year with the NBA bubble in Orlando. It really speaks of how today's players have evolved into more than just an athlete.
One shot.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Here's Johnson. He's got 6. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Favors. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, I mean, those are the plays that get you a lead and keep you a lead as well.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one. And the shot goes in. And for the Jazz, they're shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Outside Mitchell. Knocks down the triple. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Pass to Harden. Fires for 3. Rebound, Utah.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Clarkson. No good with the triple.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And here's Griffin. 58 seconds left in the first half. It's blocked.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
Pass to Niang. Now here's Mitchell. Mitchell double team. To the paint. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Here's Johnson. Now Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
Outside Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's an 8-footer. That one's good for 2. Mitchell's got 23.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Jazz running away with it. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 23 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. It's been quite a night so far for him. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
This is what Donovan Mitchell is capable of, guys. He pairs imagination with ability. The result is a high-level scorer who at the same time makes everyone around him better.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them, but I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Conley at the 1 with Mitchell at the 2. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That's why Gobert is such a high percentage scorer. He finds a way to finish with that great length.
And here's Brown. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Jordan, the pass to Harden. On the take. And Harden with the slam.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Mitchell. 23 points in the game. Mitchell double team. Here's Conley. And a miss there on the triple. Well, the Nets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Harden drives in. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
One shot.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And there's the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Now here's Green. And there's the lob. And Harris throws it down.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Double team on Mitchell. Clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
I mean, I just love how he reads the play so well and gets himself in the air at the perfect moment. I mean, that was a terrific denial.
Just 3 to shoot. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 9. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Outside, Brown. Pass to Harden. Now Gobert. Give him 8 points now.
Rudy Gobert, to me, is a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year in an era where stretch bigs seem to be becoming crucial to your success. But think about it. Rudy has thrived as a shot blocker, rebounder, and most of his points come right in the paint.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Gobert finds Conley. Here's O'Neal. Bogdanovich on the wing. Pounded by Harris. Picked by Gobert. Bogdanovich, that's good. Doris talking about Gobert scoring. You know, last year he shot right around 70% from the field.
He's always right at the top of that list, B.A. He's extremely consistent, the model of efficiency, and that's all a product of where his shots come from.
Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 30.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The league resumed this season with a reduction in revenue, approximately 40% of which usually comes from gate revenues and attendance. That's required compromises from all of the stakeholders. And as eager as everyone is for the return to normality, it's a process and a painful one for the league's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Allie. Thank you. Mitchell, no good on the free throw. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Outside Harden. Mitchell against Harris. Outside for Green. Let's go with a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Bogdanovich from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Well, no hesitation from Bogdanovich in the catch-and-shoot situation. Beautiful.
Jordan with a screen on Conley. Green, the pass to Harris. Outside for Green. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Harden against Conley. Utah has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Gobert. And James Harden pulls it down. Harden's got 6 rebounds in the game. Drives to the hoop. And Gobert with a block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifled tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Pass to O'Neal. Knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Layup Success. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Layup Success. Over Mitchell. And again, it's the Nets missing. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. And now the Nets on the break. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Outside Mitchell with the drive. And it's rejected. Harris outside. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Conley passes to Bogdanovich. Takes it inside. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Pass to Harden. Stolen by Conley. The three from Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Harden. And he makes it. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
So it's Utah now. Conley with the ball. He's got 11. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
That free throw, no good.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
And he sinks the second. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Johnson. Give him 8 points now. Here's Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 34.
Things are really going Harden's way. When he's on a roll, his shooting ability just explodes.
Pass to Niang. The three. No luck on that one.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Favors is checked in. Utah's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Now here's Mitchell. 28 points for him. The three is up. Mitchell grabs a miss. And for Utah, they're shooting about 53% on the third, a very good number. From 15 feet away. Second chance shot. Favors shot is good.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Outside Harden. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Launches it. The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way. And here's Clarkson. He's got 12. Now Mitchell. Driving inside. Banked it in off the glass. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And here's Griffin outside. Some solid defense from Favors.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Clarkson outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Clarkson's got 14.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The floater. Outside for Harden. Over Clarkson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
There's a screen by Favors. And it's Clarkson missing. The Nets shooting 47% during this third quarter. Here's Johnson. Give him 8. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Clarkson. Here's Niang. And he dunks it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. .144 left in the third. Brooklyn shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Now here's Favors. Pass to Clarkson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
This to me is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And he drops the first. Both shots good from the strike. Well, the Nets shooting 45% here in the second half. Pass to Harden. To stop the drought. And he lays it up and in. Harden's got 36 points.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Favors. Mitchell with the ball. And he drives in. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Mitchell, no good on the free throw. Well, Brooklyn's shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Harden. And he converts the layup. Harden's got 38 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson attacking. Oh, excellent D there from Harden.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Griffin outside.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles is he understands angles defensively, and he will compete.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Brooklyn, Bruce Brown is out there with James Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Harden can't hit. The Jazz shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Here's Niang. Blocked. Harden with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Bojan Bogdanovich picks one up.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
With each year, Grant, it seems like we see more and more great players coming out of Europe.
And that's so true, B.A. I mean, think about some of these great young stars, Doncic or Jokic and others. I mean, it speaks to how the game has become a global game. The NBA has marketed and sold this game all over the world for years, and now we're seeing the benefit of those efforts. And I'll tell you what, over 25% of the players in the league right now were born outside of the U.S. So it just illustrates the growth of the game, the success of the game, and the elite players from all over the world playing in the NBA today.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Oni. Pass to Niang. There's a screen by Favors. Into the lane. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. Well, in last season, the first time we saw coaches' challenges that added a layer of replay review. Now, the coaches generally lose their challenges, but Doris, you think it was a success?
Well, regardless, B.A., I think this is something that is here to stay. And not only that, the case was made that if the challenge is successful, a team should retain their right to challenge later in the game. I think this is a good idea. That is something I would like to see happen.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Perry. Outside, Brown. Now Jordan. Out left to the wing. Just 2 to shoot. Johnson. No good on the 3. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Favors up top. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Niang. Going inside. Blocked!
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Here's Perry. Favors covering. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Bogdanovich. There's the three. The rebound by Perry. The Nets have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the NBA making investments around the world, but a lot of exciting developments in Africa. Why do you think that continent is such a focal point, Doris?
Well, I think, B.A., obviously there's a ton of untapped talent in Africa. And maybe more important, it's a growing market. By the end of the century, Africa's expected to make up almost 40% of the global population. The NBA will take the best players regardless of where the player comes from. We've seen the influx of Europeans, and now we expect Africa to be that next big hot spot.
Good on the second one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Niang. Down low. Right side, Bogdanovich. Off the left rim and out. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Here's Niang. Bogdanovich from long range. And another miss by Utah.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. He takes it in. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Harden's got 41.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Green's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Johnson. Boy, Grant, the situation in the league last year forced a lot of players into some tough decisions.
There really were a lot of tough decisions. First and foremost, you had the NBA bubble. People were concerned about the health and safety of players. And would that be compromised? And some players decided and opted out of returning back to the bubble. And then, of course, you always have injuries, and that's always a problem. Players had to decide whether to come back, how long, should you wait till next year. These are tough decisions I know personally I went through many times, many years ago with regards to my injuries. And you know what? Players today are still having to make those tough decisions in the game.
Now here's Mitchell.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And so it's Utah with it. Now here's Bogdanovich. Gobert with a screen on Harris. Bogdanovich into the lane. And that one's good from Conley.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Left side, Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Conley against Brown. The shot by Conley, no good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Knocked away and stolen by Gobert. And here's Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Double team on Mitchell. Bogdanovich on the wing. They get it again. He makes it from the left block.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Now Harden. Outside, Green. Back to Harden. And the league wants every team to compete. Flattening the lottery odds was step one. But Doris, what might they do next?
Well, B.A., I think they're in a constant state of self-evaluation, and they're looking for opportunities to elevate the play in their game. So one of the things that's been talked about, you see this in European soccer, losing teams get relegated to the minor leagues. Is that something they would consider? And obviously, when money is on the table, could there be a financial disincentive for losing? That could change the equation. I think everything is on the table to try to always improve the game.
There's the drive, and Harden with the slam.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Now here's Conley. The ball's knocked loose. Double team on Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Conley against Harden. 4 on the clock. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
Here's Harden. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
One shot.
That's good from Harden. You know, Grant, a few years ago, the NBA moved up the trade deadline to before All-Star Weekend. So it's had some effects. The trade deadline is earlier. There's the buyout market involved as well. Teams really can change their roster in different ways now.
Yeah, they really can change their roster, and that's important for teams as they prepare for the stretch run ending the season post-All-Star Weekend. But the bottom line, I think it helps the GMs and the front offices because you know what? They can enjoy their All-Star Weekend now. Before, they had to wait till after All-Star Weekend to execute a trade. They get it done now, and then now they can enjoy their week off during the All-Star break.
Ah, now we get the real story. Very nice. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Back to Bogdanovich. Gobert with a screen on Harris. Bogdanovich into the lane. Here's Gobert. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Here's Johnson. And last season, the G League voting to unionize, so it's a league on the rise with the players collectively bargaining, making sure they're rewarded.
And think about it, BA, for a very long time, the G League could not pay as well as those overseas leagues. That is now changing, and players are able to earn a living in the G League. What a dynamic change.
Now here's Bogdanovich. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanovich keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Johnson. High arcing shot. Shot's blocked. Ilyasova outside. Now here's Conley. Brooklyn with the board. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Johnson. Pass to Perry. To the right side. Here's Jordan. Good on the short little jump shot.
We're talking about one of the most efficient scorers in the history of the NBA, DeAndre Jordan doing work.
Ilyasova outside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, he really fought for that one, battling through contact to complete the play.
And every year in the draft, we see teams being risk-averse, avoiding players with medical red flags. But we've seen teams who took a chance often rewarded doors.
That's exactly right, B.A. Look no further than Michael Porter Jr. Back issues while he was 1 year in college at Missouri scared away a lot of teams. But here's a young man who on the offensive end and from a rebounding perspective has shown a big-time upside. He is a big-time shot maker, incredible shooter, even under duress of contest. Defensively, he's got to grow. But I'll tell you what, for GMs who are secure in their jobs, they can take a flyer on a talent like Michael Porter Jr., and the opportunity to pay huge dividends is there.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Utah's gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Honey. Ilyasova outside. Outside Conley. Soft touch off the glass.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Chioza. Drives to the hoop. And there it is for him.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting right below 40% here in the 4th. Now here's Conley. Defense right on him. Lets it go from 11. Brooklyn with the board.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Pass to Johnson. Ooh, poked away. Conley with the ball. And load management, a term that's entered the NBA lexicon in recent years. Obviously good to protect the player's health. But Doris, any concerns about players sitting?
Absolutely, B.A. First of all, you sympathize with the fans who paid for the ticket expecting the star to play and then being disappointed. From the broadcast perspective, obviously your TV partners want the best players on the floor. They're putting the best teams on the air because of the star power. This is a weighty issue for the NBA. If the season is too long and players are too tired, then maybe you need to shorten the season. But you cannot give short shrift to your constituents. Your league is based on fans and engagement. This is something the league has got to deal with.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. The Nets have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Perry. Here's Chioza. For 3. That shot off the mark. And the Jazz with possession. They're on an 18-7 run.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Here's Chioza. The Jazz making their last shot. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Jordan. Not going to go that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Ilyasova outside. Here's Hughes. Now here's Conley. Pass to Hughes.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Chioza. Here's Johnson. And there's the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Shooting one.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Jazz on offense. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ilyasova outside. Here's Oni. Pass to Morgan. Conley with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Oni. There's the block. They get it back. Shot's good by Morgan. And here's Brown. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.